So it's day 2 of Vlog Every Day in April, and I can already tell this is going to be a long month. Anyway, what I wanted to rant about today is I started a diet on Tuesday, and in the middle of the day I just randomly decided to do it. Or wait, I'm sorry, not a diet. That's not the word to use anymore. Way of life or way of eating. Lifestyle change. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Changing how the hell you've been eating so I can lose like 100 pounds. I wanted to rant about, whenever I do anything like this, it seems to be that the food police comes on and holding up their badges and being like, stop, you're eating too much. You're not eating enough. You're eating too much fat. You're eating too many carbs. You're eating not enough carbs. Blah, blah, blah. Now don't get me wrong. Lord knows I've had some false starts. Through thick and thin, anybody? But I think the only diet I've ever been able to really stick to for like a sustained period of time is when I was younger and like in high school and maybe the first year or two of college, I was doing a low carb diet. And I felt absolutely amazing. I felt very satisfied with what I was eating. I had so much energy. I lost so much weight. I swam every day. It was a healthy period in my life. Now I can hear you thinking, the food police, because low carb eating is not popular. Mainly because people are drastically misinformed about it. I can hear you thinking, oh, as soon as you start eating bread again, you're gonna gain all that weight back. And I did gain it all back, and then some. Because, yeah, I was eating carbs like crazy. I mean, I don't care. It's like that with any diet. If you're doing it the old-fashioned calorie counting way, and you stop counting calories, it's likely you're just gonna gain it all back. It's just what happens. Now, what people don't get about low-carb diets like Atkins or South Beach or most of those is the idea actually is to drastically cut back on carbs to lose weight, and then slowly over time you add back carbs until eventually when you're maintaining, you can eat carbohydrates in moderation, in a quantity or in a frequency that you're not going to gain weight again. People don't know that about low carb diets. Another thing I hear about low carb diets is people are like, oh, you eat way too much fat on those diets, which is, one thing that I've heard is like, oh, on Atkins, it's not healthy because you can eat a plate of bacon and still lose weight, which is totally true. That's the way the diet works. You don't really count your calories. You could technically lose weight eating nothing but bacon and dipping it into sour cream. Seriously, it does work that way. Technically you can, but the book doesn't recommend that, obviously. Again, the same thing with Weight Watchers or counting calories. You could technically use up all your calories on Twinkies. Is it healthy? Do they recommend it? Hell no. So I don't know where that misconception really came from. I'll give you an example. Like tonight, I went to my niece's second birthday party, and of course there was a big, delicious birthday cake that I did not have a piece of. So I decided to have I had a Polly-O string cheese that I saw my sister had in the fridge. And then my brother-in-law's brother's wife. Who is she? What kind of relative is that? Can somebody let me know? Anyway, she was like, oh, you're not having cake? And I was like, no, I decided I'm low carbing. I'm not eating bread or cake or any of that. And she was like, oh, but, you're eating cheese. Cheese is still cheese, And it's like, who are you? First of all, last time I checked, this person isn't exactly a triathlete, not a nutritionist, they're not a doctor. And the one thing I want to say about fat people and you trying to tell fat people what's healthy, what they should eat, what they shouldn't eat, what they need to do to lose weight, don't even bother, because I can guarantee any fat person knows more about losing weight than any thin person. Anybody who's naturally been thin. Because we have tried everything. We know what works for us. We know more than anybody what makes us feel the best because we have tried everything. And the thing about losing weight is there's no one general authority that every expert agrees is the authority. Nutritionists and doctors have their opinion of what the best diet is. Some of them agree, some of them disagree, and there's plenty of articles. So all I can do as a consumer, oh, this is from my niece's birthday, ignore it. All we can do is take all this information, compile it, and make a decision about what we would like to try. I think we can all agree that just eating better in general and eating less in general is kind of the way that you go about losing weight. And whatever the diet is, the vehicle. Like, as long as you're eating less, but not too little and not too much, and you're losing weight, I mean, doesn't matter. I'm sure that in the next month, I'm going to be complaining about this a lot more. But for now, I wanted to let you guys know that I have some friends that I really need you to vote for that are finalists or semifinalists or something in the YouTube Next Step program thing. It has really cool prizes and crap. Now, I have links below if you can go and please vote for my friends. MEGHAN TONJES, Tyler OAKLEY, my friend Francesca Lee. They're all, you can all go for them. Please vote for them. It would mean a friggin' lot to me. Please do that. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope I upload this before midnight.